In 2020, I launched my very first YouTube channel due to my passion for teaching. Now, that was an epic fail. Despite the fact that I uploaded videos almost every day of the week for the first year. Now, this is evident enough to let you know the passion is never enough to bring in the profit that you desire. So if you're a small business owner who is struggling in your business right now, or you're an aspiring business owner who is passionate and you're thinking about this idea that you're super passionate about and you're already thinking about those millions of dollars rolling in, this is the perfect video for you, because in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to turn your passion into profit. Welcome to Beyond the Hype, where I share true stories of entrepreneurship. Now, let's get into this video. Now, when it comes to turning your passion into profit, there's having the right mindset. And that was something that I did wrong when I launched my first YouTube channel. I didn't see that channel as a business. I saw it as a hobby. I love to teach, I love to speak, and I just felt like I needed a place to just express myself. Meanwhile, other people that are successful on YouTube treat it like it's a business. They're super serious about it. They are structured and things are just working out for them. I, on the other side, I was just like rolling with it. Like, I would just think about whatever it is that I wanted to talk about, and I'll talk about it. I didn't have a target audience. I didn't even have a niche that I was focused on. I would just randomly talk about different things. And no wonder that channel was not successful, because there was no structure, there was no proper planning, and my mindset was wrong from the get-go. I saw it more as a hobby, a place where I could just speak, record myself, and just improve my speaking. But I didn't ask myself the right questions. How does what I talk about provide value to other people? And that's one of the mistakes that we make when it comes to our passion. We're so passionate about an idea and we feel like because we love it, someone else is going to love it. And that's not how it works. You may be so passionate and love something dearly, and the next person is not willing to pay for it. So you have to make sure that on top of your passion, you understand the fact that this is a business and you need to have the right mindset so that you're able to do things the right way. So I'm hoping that as you think through that idea that you're passionate about, you begin to move from the concept of just a hobby and something you love to something that is a business. And a business is out there to provide value to other people. And so I want you to start asking yourself the right questions. How is this going to provide value to someone else? Is someone else willing to pay for this idea? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself if you want to be able to turn your passion into profit. Now, once you're certain that your mindset is in the right place and you want to turn this idea into a business, the next step will be for you to validate that idea. Now, something else I did when it comes to my first YouTube channel was the fact that I didn't even validate any idea at all. I didn't test any topics to be able to know what is important, what are people interested in, what do people even want to hear me talk about. There are millions of channels on YouTube that are amazing. So why should other people come to my own channel to come listen to me? These were questions that I needed to have asked myself from the get-go, but I did not. And I just ran off with whatever it is I thought I was doing, and it was an epic fail. So I do not want the same thing to happen to you. And that is why I am recording this video specifically for you. So I want you to validate your idea, that idea that you're so passionate about, that idea that you're so good at. Validate the idea. Who is willing to pay for that idea? Who else loves that idea? Is there a market for that idea? Is there a group of people that you believe that you can connect with that will purchase that idea? That is very, very important when it comes to a business, because at the end of the day, if you're out there to build a profitable business, it has to bring in money for you. You have to be able to sell a product or a service in exchange for money. That's what makes a business, right? And so people are only going to pay for something that they find valuable. And so that idea that you're passionate about needs to be able to provide value to this group of people that are willing to pay for it. So it's important that you validate your idea. Now, moving on from the first YouTube channel that I created that was an epic fail, after that 1 year, I was like, I have to be doing something wrong, because I can't believe how I will be on this platform for a year and it's all crickets. Like, how come I'm not making sense at all to people? And then I decided to do things differently. So my second YouTube channel, I decided to be focused. I decided to have a target audience. I decided to speak to specific people. Who are the people that need what I want to talk about? At the time, I was an agile coach. I'm still an agile coach, by the way. But at the time, I was an agile coach. So I felt like, hey, why don't I talk about agile? Right? I coach Scrum Masters. I coach teams on a day-to-day basis. So why don't I talk to Scrum Masters? Why do I teach Scrum Masters how to be effective, how to be better on their jobs? Why don't I even teach people who are willing to become Scrum Masters how to become one? Because that's a high-paying job. That job pays six figures, right? And so I felt like, okay, this is something I can be doing. So rather than talk about random things, why don't I talk about a specific thing? Why don't I talk to a specific people and let me see if that's going to make a difference? And that indeed made a difference, because after 4 videos, people found my channel and I started to sell my services like 3 months after that. So it's amazing how much difference we can make when we change our mindset and do things differently. And because I'd validated my idea, I knew that there was a huge demand for Scrum Masters. Organizations were looking to employ Scrum Masters. People were looking for that knowledge. People were looking for that experience. And so I knew that there was a market for it. And just after 4 videos, I started to get emails on, please, would you coach me? I'd love to become a Scrum Master. How do I go about it? And so I was able to validate my idea. And so despite the fact that I love to teach, I was able to find something the people were willing to listen to. I was able to find something the people were willing to pay for. I was able to offer a service to people at the end of the day. And this is what I want you to think about when you think about your passion. Validate that idea. There's so many things in this world that I can still talk about. But right now, I choose the things that I talk about because I know that not everything is going to make sense to the next person. So I'm not going to waste my time talking about something that people are not interested in. That's why I'm talking about business. I'm a business owner. There are people out there who want to build thriving businesses. And so I know that they're interested in this topic, and that's why I am talking about it. So despite the fact that I am very passionate about teaching and speaking, I am considerate. I am strategic in the things that I speak about. I am strategic in the things that I teach because I am serving other people, and I do not want to waste my time on this internet space not giving value to other people. So I'm going to take my time to choose topics that people are interested in and topics that have validated the idea that it works and there is a market for it. So that's the same thing I want you to do. Validate that idea. It makes a whole difference for you. So instead of you wasting your time suffering, wondering why things are not working out, take these tips and act on them, and you see the major difference in that idea that you're super passionate about. Now, once you've validated your idea and you know that there is a market for it, the next thing I want you to do is to build a system and a model for that idea, because at the end of the day, you're going to have to scale up that idea. And this is when you're really able to turn your passion into profit. Now, going back to the second YouTube channel that I created, which is focused on coaching Scrum Masters how to be exceptional, I developed, one-on-one coaching programs, and I was able to scale it up to actually offering courses that were self-paced that people could just buy and watch and, learn on their own. I was able to scale that business, and in a very short period of time, I was able to make a lot of money from it. And that was because now I did things the better way. I did things differently, and it didn't even take me up to a year. Meanwhile, in that first channel, I struggled. Like, even now, when I think about it, I'm like, what were you really doing? Okay, so if you wanted to even sell something, what were you going to sell? Because today, you will talk about something. Tomorrow, you talk about the next thing. You were just all over the place. Like, there was no theme. There was nothing. You were just talking about random things and wasting people's time. And honestly, I feel sorry for even the ones that kind of pitied me or like, what, let's just give you a view, But anyway, learning from all of that, I knew that I needed to do something differently, and I needed to build a system that was scalable. And that's something you need to do with your passion. So I want you to think about your passion. How scalable is your passion? And that's why it's important for you to even figure out which idea you want to actually throw out there and make into a business. Not every idea is scalable. I have so many things I'm passionate about, but not all of my passions will eventually become a business, because in all honesty, not every of those things I'm passionate about has a market. Not everything that I'm passionate about is going to give me the kind of money that I want. Not everything I'm passionate about is scalable the way I want it. I want, something that is not tied to my time. So why would I build a business that will be tied to my time and it's not scalable? And even when I launched my second YouTube channel and I started to offer one-on-one coaching services, I quickly realized that this was not sustainable. Like, I have a zillion and one things I want to be doing with my time. And I don't want to tie my time to one-on-one coaching sessions where I have limited hours in the day. So how many people am I even going to have? And that's how I was able to build a course from that same concept. And everything started, from my mindset, seeing that YouTube channel as a channel that will bring me customers, talking about, ideas that will generate leads for my business. So it's very, very important that when you think about that idea, when you think about that thing you're passionate about, think about the scalability of that idea. How can you scale it? Does it fit your schedule? Does it fit your lifestyle? Does it fit the things that you want to do at the end of the day? These are important things that will save you all of the heartache at the end of the day, and this will actually help you make good profit from your passion. Now, also, when it comes to turning your passion into profit, it's very important for you to build an audience and build a brand around whatever it is that you're doing, because it's really going to help you, right? People need to be able to know you for that one thing. What is that one thing that you're good at, right? Now, for my second YouTube channel, when people, come to that channel, they knew that we were going to be learning, all things agile, all things Scrum, the tactics, the tools, the processes, and everything that'll help you become a great Scrum Master. Now, obviously, the direction of my channel is changing right now, or it has changed this year, and I'm no longer teaching Agile and Scrum and all that. But at the time, when people came to my channel, that is what they were, that was the expectation. They knew what they were coming into, and every video was successful. It was back to back. I would get messages, I'll get emails from people how my videos changed their lives. There's so many people that got jobs just by watching my videos, because I was able to express myself as a teacher, and I was able to build a brand and build an audience around, what I spoke about, and also even build a community that still exists until today. So you have to think through, that passion. Is this something I can build a brand around? Can I find an audience? Can I find a community around it? And, the amazing thing is that you're never going to be the first person who's going to probably do whatever it is you're passionate about. There are other people that have gone ahead of you to do it, and they're successful. So you definitely have examples out there that you can research, learn from them. I know that you might not get the opportunity to meet with them and talk to them and ask them questions, but watching their videos, reading their books, just being on their podcast or whatever it is that they show will give you a glimpse, and you'll be able to know, okay, this is how this person did this, and I probably can learn a thing or two from how this person is going. So these are the things that would help you as you think through your passion, and you're thinking about building a profitable business from that passion. Now, finally, when you launch that idea that you're all passionate about, do not forget to monitor your progress. Do not forget to adapt where needed, and never stop growing. Because even if this is an idea that you're passionate about, ideas grow. And so you might have started in a certain way, the opportunities will come your way, and it will take you in a different direction, and you begin to expand and grow. So make sure that you stay flexible. The fact that your initial target was to talk to Scrum Masters does not mean that you're going to end your life talking to Scrum Masters. And I'm speaking for experience. When I started to talk eventually and started to express myself as a speaker and as a teacher, my target audience was to Scrum Masters. And today, I'm not really even creating content for Scrum Masters anymore, because I'm in a different phase of my life, and that's not really what I want to do anymore. And so right now, I find myself talking to business owners. Right now, I find myself talking to working professionals who want to expand and, grow multiple sources of income, because that's what I did a few years ago. And so my direction is slightly different. And so don't be afraid to grow. Don't be afraid to pivot. And it's important that you're continuously monitoring yourself, monitoring your business, monitoring your growth, adapting where needed, and just stay flexible enough to be able to grow regardless of, situations that come your way. And so I hope that today's video has been super inspiring. And I hope that if you're out there, thinking about that idea that you want to kick off, make sure that you follow these tips in this video. And always remember, the passion will never be enough. Although that's an important field that'll keep you going despite all of the hurdles that you're going to face, but you need much more than passion. And all of these tips will actually help you turn your passion into profit. Thank you very very much for spending another wonderful time with me today. It's always a pleasure. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and do not forget to share with your amazing friends. Thank you so much. And I cannot wait to catch you on the next episode of Beyond the Hype. Thank you very much. Bye.